Hello and welcome. Will you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem?
Present arms.
Please remain standing for the national anthem, and please join us in singing the national anthem.
All right, you may be seated. Thank you to our drum lines, our Brazos Port and Brazos Wood drum lines who were here. Thank you to our Brazos Port ISD Junior Air Force ROTC, and we have a staff band and a staff choir today. Good morning and Happy New Year. Welcome to our 2025 Back to School Convocation. We are proud that you are here, and we encourage you to cheer, sing, dance, and applaud loudly. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our Brazos Port ISD Board of Trustees who selflessly give their time and talents in governing our school district. We are extremely fortunate to have such an outstanding school board who brings stability, a great amount of stability, to Brazos Port ISD. Our board members are President Mason Howard, Vice President Scott Schwertner, Secretary Jerry Atkins, Assistant Secretary Joe Reinhardt, Member Liz Cuellar, Member Chris Dunn, and member Ken Schulte. The vision of Brazosport ISD is to set the standard for educational excellence, and our mission is to graduate each student to be future ready. Future ready for secondary students means to prepare students for a college or a career. Future ready for our elementary students means getting students grade level ready or above, usually focused on literacy. Future readiness also includes the many life lessons taught through our various co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Lessons like how to work hard, be resilient, overcome challenges, be a good teammate, work towards something bigger than yourself. Our elementary students also learn the valuable, durable, future-ready skills of how to show empathy, be kind to each other, wait your turn, tell the truth, be nice, don't push your hip, do your work. So each grade level and department continues to execute the mission of Future Ready, which is started in pre-K. Our theme this school year is Mission First, Team Always, Future Ready. For us to accomplish our mission to graduate each student to be future ready, we must not only have a mission, but we must be people on a mission. John Gordon says, "Don't tell the world your mission statement, show the world you are on a mission." Our mission acknowledges the primary task to be accomplished. Mission first signifies that the mission's success is paramount and requires dedicated effort. Team Always underscores the crucial role of you, the individuals involved in the mission. It emphasizes the need to care for the welfare of the team, address their needs, and foster a supportive environment for them to thrive. To accomplish our mission, we must promote a culture where individuals are motivated to work together towards a common goal, while also valuing the contributions and needs of the teammates. As a staff, we are all part of some type of team working together to execute our mission of future readiness. We must have the qualities of high-performing teams. No one creates success alone. We all need a team to be successful. Thank you for your commitment and devotion to this team, Team BISD. Now we would like to recognize our Grants for Great Idea recipients from our BISD Education Foundation. Our Education Foundation exists for one primary purpose, and that is to support BISD teachers and staff. Thank you to our Executive Director, Nicole Larson, and our President who is here today, Mr. Drew Lindsay from Texas Gulf Bank. Thanks for all you do to support our incredible team at BISD.
Every day in Brazosport ISD, big dreams are born. Behind every lesson, every discovery made, and every spark of inspiration, there's a student driven to succeed, a teacher leading with passion, and a staff member supporting with heart. And behind them all, there's you. Your support fuels bold ideas and bright futures. You are the spark that starts it all. The BISD Education Foundation is here to support the ideas, dreams, and talents of our teachers and students. Whether it's a classroom innovation or a celebration of our incredible staff, our mission is simple: empower excellence. Throwback Prom is more than a good time. It's a catalyst for real change. Thanks to the generosity of our community and the success of our one annual fundraiser, the foundation has returned over $1.3 million to BISD schools. In 2025 alone, this unforgettable night raised over $150,000 to support programs and initiatives across the district for the 2025-2026 school year. The heart of our mission lies in innovation. This year, the foundation awarded over $75,000 to fund 11 exciting educator-led projects. Here's what the impact looks like straight from our teachers.
So at our school, we had an after-school robotics club, but as our school was growing, we were gaining sixth grade, I knew that we weren't going to have enough to meet the demand of all the students who would want to be in our after-school program. This grant gave me the ability to meet the need directly to my students, be able to expand a program we already had. Now, more students are able to come into our after-school robotics club that may not be able to take my class, but do have the flexibility in their schedule to come after school.
The grant empowered me as an educator to come up with some really creative ways to teach our students. I think the impact has been incredible. They love coming to art club. I enjoy it. I enjoy it as much as they do. So it's impacted both of us.
Our grant was GC Fab Lab, and it was inspired by our students who needed enrichment and creativity.
And that out-of-the-box thinking. We purchased items that would make them think outside of the box and hone in on that creativity that GT kids have.
In our research, we found that there were campuses that were having labs for their like college students to do the same thing that we're trying to do for our GT students. So we're not only accelerating them in academics, but we're accelerating them in technology and creativity and enrichment and all of those things.
So my grant was a mobile STEM learning, and I received $12,000 to get a bunch of STEM equipment. So I wanted to write something that would make them discover and basically just drop the cell phones and try to play more.
The district's funds can only go so far, and as educators, we need the funding to help support our students for being future ready.
I would say it's very important to support the foundation because it directly supports the students in our district.
I think it's important to fund creativity in the classroom because every child learns differently.
I really think that it's great too because it brings the community into the classroom. Like, they become stakeholders. They become actually a huge part of what we're doing. And we couldn't do any of this without them. You're involved. You played a part in students' futures. I think that's great.
Without the support of the foundation, we wouldn't be able to bless not just me, the kids. Like, this was all for them. And if we didn't have the support of the Education Foundation, they wouldn't be getting to experience any of the fun stuff that they got to have this year.
We believe in honoring the heart of Brazosport ISD, our staff. Through events like Summerfest and year-round recognition, we've given back over $200,000 in appreciation for those who give their all every single day. The BISD Education Foundation is about more than funding. It's about fueling dreams. Your support transforms bold ideas into real impact, innovation into achievement, and hope into lasting change. When communities invest in their schools, extraordinary things happen. Thanks to your generosity, we're sparking meaningful transformation in classrooms, in futures, and in lives. We're just getting started. Will you join us?
All right, thank you again to our BISD Education Foundations. Now I want to recognize our Grants for Great Ideas winners for this year are Brazos Wood High School CTE Health Science Department, $5,000, $6,000. Brazos Wood High School, Leva Siegel, $7,500. Best Brandon Elementary School, Bridget Tidwell, $6,000. AP Boydell Elementary, Kelly Montgomery, $7,500. Grady Rasco Middle School, Leanne Cood, $12,500. Cood Intermediate School, Christina Giles, $2,000. Again, Cood Intermediate School, Madison Bardell, $5,600. Freeport Elementary School, Kimberly Guevara, $7,500. Freeport Intermediate School, Darren Ingram. And Brazosport High School, Christian Mahalik, $12,500. Thank you again, BISD Education Foundation, and congratulations to all of our Grant for Great Idea winners. We also have outstanding support for our current technical education programs in BISD. The district's CTE Major Giving Campaign is made possible through the generous support of local industries. BISD extends our deepest gratitude to all of our industry partners, and we'd like to recognize Mr. Joe Bohan and Nita Garza, who are here with Dow today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your tremendous support. I'd like for these contributions empower our educators and equip classrooms with cutting-edge tools, fostering industry-aligned learning experiences for our students. Our CTE Grant Award winners for this school year are Corby Weiss, Robotics, Brazos Wood High School. Vanessa Richardson, Culinary Arts, Brazos Wood High School. Richard Burke, Construction Systems, Brazos Wood High School. Melissa Benedict, Brazos Wood High School, Earth Science. Tyler Lovell, Ag Mechanics, Brazos Wood High School. Andrew Miraz, STEM, Intermediate. Health Science, Brazosport High School. Gerald Hunt, Robotics, Brazosport High School. And Mary Lou Hendricks, Business, Freeport Intermediate. Thank you again to all of our CTE partners. A couple of years ago, we launched our nationally recognized Registered Teacher Apprenticeship Program as part of our Grow Our Own program as an innovative solution to the teacher shortage being experienced across the nation and our state. To date, we've had 58 former BISD apprentices successfully transition into teaching positions within our district, making a positive impact and preparing students to be future-ready teachers. The last 2 years, our apprentice program has been able to support our own BISD graduates to enter the apprenticeship program after going through our CTE education pathway while in high school. Last May, we had 4 2025 graduates commit to study and to become teachers in Brazosport ISD. Through a partnership with Brazosport College and others, we are able to offer this at a limited to no cost for the student. Congratulations to Emily Doley and Catalina Cisneros from Brazosport High School. Please stand up. And then from Brazos Wood High School, we signed Savannah Yasuda and Anna Marie Sanchez. Please stand up. Thank you for choosing the profession of teaching. The vision, again, of Brazosport ISD is setting the standard for educational excellence. Each year, the Setting a Standard Award goes to an individual or a group of individuals, staff members, who go above and beyond to set the standard of excellence. Last May, we recognized a group and an individual for the award. Our individual Setting the Standard Award winner is Mrs. Chris Winchy from Aug Elementary. Ms. Winchy teaches first grade at Aug, and not only does she teach first graders, but she sets the standard by teaching students art after school. 4 of her art students' pieces were on display at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo this past spring. 2 of these masterpieces caught the eye of the rodeo committee and were selected to enter a contest to earn a scholarship to attend the Glassell School of Art Camp, free of charge, over the summer. For many of these students, participating in this program helps to foster a lifelong love of art and a passion for exploring their creativity through the fine arts programs later in intermediate school and high school. She is setting the standard and providing opportunities for students they would not have if it wasn't for her. Congratulations and thank you, Mrs. Winchy. Our group of employees who were awarded the Setting the Standard Award this past May are our BISD Elementary Gifted and Talented Teacher Team. In March of 2022, the team launched the Season of Service, which started as a simple idea that has grown into a tradition. The team of teachers felt it was important not only to impact these gifted students academically, but ensure they understand the importance and value of serving others well. Their students have raised money for animal habitats, Teacher Appreciation Day, Keep Texas Beautiful, Military Moms and Wives of Brazoria County, SPCA. They've held food drives for the Dream Center, the Food Basket, Backpack Buddies, supported our local first responders and our BISD police officers, and more. This year, one of their service projects was they created birthday boxes, assembling 60 birthday boxes complete with a cake mix, Sprite, icing, a metal pan, candles, cards, and decorations, all to help families celebrate birthdays in a meaningful way. These birthday boxes will be delivered to local food pantries and to Aug Elementary families in need. The heart of the Season of Service is to unite our GT students for a cause, build leadership skills, meet their unique social and emotional needs, foster empathy, teach collaboration, and most important, make a difference in our community. Now, those are some future-ready skills. Through these service projects, we are not only developing scholars, but also compassionate and engaged citizens who understand the importance of giving back. I am so proud of so much in Brazosport ISD, but one of the areas that we really excel at as a district is having this culture of service. We see it in every aspect of our district, from the gifted and talented team that we're recognizing here tonight, to our Ladybug soccer program with Coach Blake and our other athletic programs and our other student organizations, to our transportation department, to our child nutrition, and more. and I strongly believe that there is no greater future-ready skill for us to model for our students and for our students to learn than to serve others. Our elementary gifted and talented teacher team, Dee Dee Wilson, our GT coordinator. Catherine Adams Phillips. Aaron Daddle. Rosanna Chambly. Brianna Fair. Jessica Montoya. And Lucretia Mealy.
So the season of service is a way for us to support Brazoria County. Our gifted and talented students supports a certain member of our community that goes with their curriculum. Each grade level is running simultaneous service projects at the same time.
We have been feeding their heads all year long with knowledge and research, and now we want them to grow their hearts with empathy, compassion, kindness, love for all those around us.
We want to develop children who will then become citizens, who have a love for their community and can be leaders that give back. Not just geniuses, but those kids who are going to make a difference and be the kid who changed the world with their acts of good service.
Serving is part of leadership because you don't just need to lead the people in front. Sometimes you need to lead the people in the back too. Serving other people is so important because you're not just helping yourself, you're helping other people that need it.
It felt exciting, especially since it's my first one to help everybody that needed help.
For the last few weeks, we've worked on our heart and our emotional being, and that just helps us be a better person and a better leader.
What an amazing treat it is to be able to take students at the elementary level and show them that they can make a difference. Not only can they dream of things that they can do, but they've actually been able to do those things. And if they can leave the search program knowing that they can make a difference, then as they move into their future, that's something that they know that they can continue to do.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our Teacher of the Year award winners announced and recognized last May. We have outstanding teachers, and these teachers were selected as the best of the best by their campus peers. So please help me recognize our Campus Teachers of the Year. We also want to thank our Brazosport Rotary Club for the many ways they support BISD and providing $300 to each of our Teachers of the Year. Our elementary campus Teachers of the Year are Dodie Boone Harvey, AP Boydell, Danielle Robles, Bess Brannon, Amanda Lozano, Freeport Elementary, Kristen Charlie Boy, Madge Griffith, Shannon Binion, T.W. Ogg, Dana Hall, Gladys Polk, Michelle Varga, O.M. Roberts. And our secondary Teachers of the Year are Melissa Padilla, Rasco Niddle, Jasmine Smith, Clute Intermediate, Sabrina Francis, Freeport Intermediate, Marilyn Broadus, Brazos Wood, Angie Pena, Lighthouse Learning Center, and Welaine Charles, Brazos Success Academy. Also, Stephanie Jess of Brazos Wood High School was named the 2025 Jostens Renaissance Outstanding Global Educator of the Year. Now, we've had regional, state, and national honorees, but never have we had the Global Educator of the Year. She was recognized in San Diego, California this summer with the campus administrator team and student leaders. Congratulations, Miss Jess, and to all of our Keepers of the Year. In our 25-26 District Teachers of the Year that were announced last May are our elementary from Lanier Elementary, Lisette Hawkins, and our secondary Teacher of the Year from Brazosport High School, Samantha Stanley. And you'll be hearing from them shortly. But first, we asked each of our teachers on a teacher representative from each of our 17 campuses to share with you this morning why they teach and what makes their campus special. Please enjoy their heartfelt responses.
I teach to give kids opportunities to increase their knowledge of the world around them. I teach to try to help students think outside the box and be ready to find solutions to problems in the real world, to create a life that will last far beyond the classroom.
I teach because I've always wanted to help others. I'm passionate about giving, volunteering, and helping others overcome obstacles. One of the best ways I can do this is by teaching the future generations. I teach because I know students can do anything they put their minds to as long as they're willing to work for it. And I know firsthand that getting an education is one of the most secure pathways to making it out of any environment. I teach because it brings me joy and I love what I do.
My favorite thing about teaching is connecting with families and teaching them to be advocates for their children. Rarely do my students actually remember me, but knowing that I helped lay the foundation to their education means everything.
Student success is what fulfills me the most about teaching. I set expectations for students that are higher level but attainable and enjoy the reward of them meeting and exceeding the expectation. I have a very competitive personality, and I try to guide my students to be academically competitive as well. It serves as a good motivator to always do better.
What fulfills me most about teaching is working with students, families, and peers to help students build the confidence to succeed. Fostering an environment where everyone is valued and heard is important to me. I strive to support students in developing social skills as well as reaching for their educational goals. I want kids to leave my classroom knowing that education has the power to change their lives and help them achieve their goals.
What fulfills me most about teaching is the joy that comes from serving our families. Knowing that I have a daily opportunity to make a difference in their lives gives me a strong sense of focus and purpose. Teaching allows me to support and uplift my community.
My favorite thing about teaching is seeing a student succeed. And at the Lighthouse, that is our ultimate goal.
My favorite thing about teaching is seeing student athletes realize it's bigger than the game. It's about how they treat people, how they carry themselves, and who they're becoming.
My why is I teach for the community that I was born and raised in. I am a product of success from Brazosport, and my goal is to ensure that all my students have the same chance of success as I did.
My cousin Eddie was less than thrilled to start school. According to my Aunt Sarah, he didn't suffer in silence. His lack of enthusiasm made for some pretty rough mornings. Aunt Sarah said something to me that stuck. Teach a child to love school and they will learn. Pretty simple in theory, and after over 40 years of teaching, I'd say she was spot on. We all know only too well the effect one unhappy child can have on our day. Why do I teach? It's a chance to be a part of a child's story and legacy. It's a daily opportunity to share the gifts of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I teach for the smile on their face and the hugs we get when they realize school is safe, learning can be fun, and they belong. My good friend Laurie Passero once told me, God has placed us in this mission field. I'm blessed to be a teacher.
I love everything about teaching. I love going to the classroom every day, teaching the students,
I love getting into the lesson. I love teaching every child, watching them grow and learn. I love teaching them to read. I love to go every day and sing songs. It is so much fun being in the classroom. I love my job. I love the connection I make with the students. I love the hugs every day and the challenges. I feel I understand my students and we make a connection and bond that no matter when or where you see them, it is big hugs.
The one thing that fulfills me the most about teaching is the relationships that I've built over the past 14 years. There's nothing better than running into a former student and hearing about what they've been up to or what they've accomplished. Those moments remind me why I do what I do. I truly pride myself on my ability to be able to connect with students. I had an amazing teacher in 4th grade, her name was Miss Steigerwald, who made a lasting impact on my life. We had the most incredible relationship, and she continues to still inspire the kind of teacher that I want to be. I've never forgot how she actually sent me flowers on my first day of teaching at Lanier. That gesture really meant so much to me and is exactly the kind of support and encouragement I want to give back to my students.
What fulfills me the most about teaching at BSA is that we are changing the lives of students that may have lost confidence in themselves. Their self-esteem may be low, or they may have made a bad choice, which gave them BSA as their next step. Many may feel that obtaining a high school diploma is not going to happen. But when students complete all of their credits, pass their EOCs, then ringing the bell afterwards becomes important to them because of what they have accomplished. Their pride shows, and it's the beaming of their pride that fulfills me as well as the rest of our staff, because our campus has changed a life.
My favorite part of teaching is the opportunity to make meaningful differences in the lives of my students. Sometimes something as simple as a smile, a warm hello, or a heartfelt "I'm happy to see you" can brighten a student's entire day. I'm truly grateful for the chance to have a positive impact on so many young lives.
What fulfills me the most about teaching 3rd grade is seeing the incredible growth students make both academically and personally. 3rd grade is a big transition year, and I love being a part of that journey. It's so rewarding to watch students gain confidence, become more independent, and start thinking critically. Helping them discover their own strengths and knowing I'm making a lasting impact is truly fulfilling.
One of the most fulfilling parts of being an elementary teacher is being our students' biggest cheerleaders, celebrating their victories, building their confidence, and helping them believe in themselves. But that support doesn't end in the classroom. We show up at games, recitals, and graduations because it matters. I've seen this firsthand with my daughter. Her teachers have attended her competitions and dance recitals, and it has made her feel truly seen and valued. Those moments created lasting memories for our family, and getting to show that kind of support for other BISD children and families is a privilege and one of the most meaningful parts of my calling as a teacher.
My favorite thing about teaching PE would be watching my students grow in confidence and teamwork through physical activity. It's rewarding to see students go from hesitant or unsure to fully engaged, whether they're mastering a skill, encouraging each other, or just having fun moving their bodies.
I love my school and how it's always felt like a family, both the staff and the students. The culture of Freeport Intermediate has always been one of mutual respect. The school respects the community and the community respects the school. We appreciate one another and support one another.
What I love most about Clute Intermediate is the way we love our students. As a campus, we are passionate about not only teaching our students, but also getting to know them and their families, supporting them in extracurricular activities inside and outside of school, and helping them be their best selves even after they've left CIS. Once a Cougar, always a Cougar.
What I love about my campus is the support from my admin and campus-wide staff because I couldn't do my job without them.
I love the small country aspect of our campus. I actually know the names and grades of the majority of our students. My incoming students I have known since their kinder and 1st grade years.
Our Lanier Elementary campus is locked in on building relationships with students so they can feel seen and cared about. Our theme for this year is Level Up Learning, every heart, every mind, every day.
I genuinely enjoy working at Rascal Middle School because of the unique energy that comes with teaching middle school students. Their sense of humor, sarcasm, and openness make each day both fun and meaningful. I appreciate how they willingly include me in their world, whether it's inviting me to their games, events, or sharing pieces of their lives. It's a privilege to build those connections knowing that before long, these students will be the ones shaping and leading our community.
What I love most about working at the Lighthouse is the closeness with staff and students.
What I love most about our campus is the positive culture our administration has built. It's a place of mutual respect where teachers genuinely want to show up, support one another, and give their best every day.
I love that laughter fills the halls of Brazosport. Students and teachers are always having a good time and building relationships.
When you ask, what do I like most about my campus? The first thing that comes to mind is home. OG is my safe place, a type of sanctuary where ideas are shared, futures are built, friendships are formed, and memories are made. OG is a wonderful place to belong.
What I love about my campus is the students, the staff, and the families we serve.
One of the biggest things that I love about my campus is my team. We truly work so well together and always have each other's backs. The support and teamwork that we share make every day more enjoyable and meaningful. Another thing, there can't be more than one, that I really appreciate about Polk is its warm, homey feel. This past year, my son started school in pre-K 3, and the way that the front office staff and teachers really welcomed and cared for him made all the difference. Their kindness and support really helped make that big transition so much easier for both of us.
I like the way our campus builds positive staff relationships with each other, as well as positive relationships with our students, because these relationships help to create a supportive atmosphere among us all.
What I love most about our campus is the positive energy. Even though it's a large campus, you're always met with a friendly smile wherever you go. It creates such a warm and uplifting atmosphere.
What I like most about my school campus is the welcoming and cheerful atmosphere. The classrooms are colorful and welcoming. Our staff is friendly. It is a place where students are happy and excited to learn. It's a campus that encourages creativity, safety, and a sense of community.
At Brandon, we do more than teach. We create safe havens. For some of our students, the classroom is the only place where they can feel stability and care. Some students carry burdens too heavy for their young shoulders, and our teachers and staff instinctively step in to nurture and comfort them. In the limited time we have with our students, we strive to help them set those burdens down, regain a sense of peace and confidence, and focus on growing academically, emotionally, and personally.
What I like most about my campus is having a supportive administration. They are supportive, which positively impacts the school culture, leading to better outcomes for students, happier staff, and a more thriving school community overall. My campus admin team listens to feedback from teachers, parents, and students, which leads to decisions that are best for the kids.
Mission first.
Mission first.
Team always.
Team always.
Team always.
Future ready.
Future ready.
Future ready.
Future ready.
All right, thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Elementary Teacher of the Year, Lizette Hawkins of Lanier Elementary School. Ms. Hawkins has 25 years of experience and currently teaches fourth grade math and has served as the lead teacher, mentor, dyslexia specialist at the campus. She was born in Cuba, came to the U.S. as a child, and later found her way back to education after once dropping out of high school, driven by her mother's unwavering belief in the power of learning. Ms. Hawkins knows firsthand how critical it is to reach students who may feel overlooked. She says, even after 25 years in education, I am still learning, still growing, and still searching for the students who, like me, just needed someone to believe in them. Lizette, thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to school. I think I should sit down now. I think Danny said a lot of good things about me, and I'm happy with that. To be absolutely honest with you, I've been so nervous about today that I actually thought about calling in sick today. But as I prepared to speak to you, I thought about how does a Cuban girl like me get up on this stage in front of all you amazing educators and guests and speak to you. And I believe the answer is simple. I believe God put me here to tell my story. You see, as Mr. Massey said, I believe I'm a testament to the power of education. Education has the power to change lives. It changed mine. I was born in Artemisa, Cuba, in early 60s during the long, violent war for control of our country. My mother came from a family of 14 kids. She dropped out of school in second grade to help her family. Back then, education was not a priority. Survival was. We moved to the United States when I was 6 years old. My mother told me I would have the opportunity to go to school and change my life. I could be anything I wanted to now. I was so excited. I was going to live in America. I was going to go to school. However, when I got to school, I discovered nobody spoke Spanish, and that's the only language I had. I couldn't understand anybody. Nobody could understand me. This was a time in education where there were no bilingual supports. There was no 504. There was no resource. There was nothing for kids like me. I spent half of the year copying my classmates. If they sat down, I sat down. If they stood up, I stood up. And every afternoon I would go home and I would practice English while watching Sesame Street. I never, ever connected with a teacher. Once they realized that they couldn't communicate with me, they gave up trying. I felt unseen, unheard, uncared about, invisible. Those feelings never changed for me, and I ended up dropping out of high school at 16. My mother was brokenhearted. She believed I was throwing away my future, a future she had never had the opportunity to pursue. I was ashamed, but I didn't believe in the system, and I didn't believe in myself. Years later, I got married, and we had a beautiful daughter who became my everything. I thought I had found my purpose, being a housewife and a mother and a Christian. Years later, when I enrolled her in school, I felt lost. The thought of losing her to the world made me question my purpose. Did I even have one anymore? I enrolled her at Jane Long Elementary in Mrs. Gundy's kindergarten class in Freeport. I started volunteering, and something really unexpected happened to me. I felt joy and purpose every time I entered that classroom. One day, Mrs. Gundy asked me if I ever thought about being a teacher. She felt I had a natural connection with the kids, and she saw something in me that I certainly didn't see in myself. I told her the embarrassing truth. I didn't even have a high school diploma. No way would I ever be a teacher. She looked me in my eyes and she said, "You have the power to change that. Let me help you." Finally, a teacher noticed me and connected with me, and ironically was my daughter's teacher. And my life changed from that moment on. She guided me as I enrolled in the first ever GED class right here at Brazosport College. I finished with pride and confidence, and I kept going. I achieved what I thought was the impossible, an education and a whole new life. My mother was so proud. From that day forward, I committed myself to help kids fall in love with learning. I knew I could do that by making connections and building relationships, by helping kids feel seen, heard, valued, safe, and cared for, all the things I had needed when I was a child. So when I say education can change your life, I'm not quoting theory. I'm speaking from experience. I share my story with you today to remind you and to continue to challenge you to make those connections with our kids, all of our kids. Our youth needs us now more than ever. Our world is ever changing. May God bless you all with an amazing year of growth and making connections as we together grow future-ready leaders. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lizelle. Our secondary teacher of the year is Samantha Stanley of Brazosport High School. Been with FIRST as an educator for 18 years. She teaches junior and senior English, bringing a wealth of experience across subjects and grade levels, including dyslexia intervention and athletics. She designs lessons that challenge students to reflect on who they are and how they communicate, guiding them through writing and discussion to develop both academic and life skills. As an instructional leader on her campus, she champions collaboration and growth. One of the most important ideas, she says, is we can instill in these young adults is how valuable communication is in their lives. Samantha is hands down great for kids. She has a heart of gold covered with love and grace that fuels the daily work of service to students and staff, said Principal Quentin Virgil. He also said the campus culture at Brazosport High School is on display when you see her smile and she gives you a timely bear hug. We absolutely love her. Samantha, thank you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Good morning. It is an incredible honor and privilege to stand before you today. As a friend of mine would say, I'm also very nerved up. Not necessarily because I'm scared of public speaking, because I'm scared of public crying. This is probably the greatest accomplishment of my career, and in all honesty, a pretty amazing life moment as well. But when I slow down to think about it, it does become overwhelming, but a time has been had and the celebrations have continued. I'm surrounded by the most amazing friends who offer endless support and words of wisdom. I have been surrounded by past and present administrators who have poured into me, and a rock-solid family, a spouse who supports me in all my crazy ideas. And then last but not least, I'm going to give a shout out to my parents, because without them, standing here today would only still be a dream. This past year, I felt like life has really come full circle. One of my seniors, who was recognized a minute ago, Emily, hey Emily, was accepted into the apprentice program, and I could not have been more proud of her. She asked me to attend her signing day and say a little something, and of course I got choked up. While we recognized her, I was reminded of my senior year 23 years ago, when BISD recognized something in me and awarded me with what was called at the time the Project Teach Scholarship. This scholarship was life-changing for myself and many others, many who are still among you today. If you are one of the original OG apprentice teacher scholars, can you please stand at this time? The apprentice program helps to continue that today, and BISD is a place like no other. And without those programs, the field of education would not continue. We continue to pour into our kids every single day. Since the beginning of the journey, I have realized at the end of the day, it's the relationships that we build that truly matters. Every student who steps into our classroom comes with their own dreams and challenges. We may never fully comprehend the true impact we have had, but rest assured the conversations and memories that we share with them matter. And speaking of conversations, don't try to go a good day without asking about good things. Just the few moments we provide for these discussions impact and influences the lives of our students and requires minimal effort to make meaningful connections. There are students who will look back in their time with you and appreciate the way you believed in them when others didn't, or when they couldn't believe in themselves. There will be those that remember your patience and dedication and the way you made them feel safe, seen, and heard. The students that hated your high expectations and stringent routines will even look back fondly about how hard you pushed them because you knew what they could achieve. Our connections with these students go beyond the curriculum and leave them with the impactful reminder that what they can accomplish is a valuable and hard-working attitude. Not only do we build these relationships with our students, but with our colleagues as well. The laughter in the halls and lounges, the mentorship we offer each other during thoughtful collaboration, and the meaningful friendships we build are just as important. Yes, teaching is hard. There are days when we question whether our efforts are enough and our patience runs thin, and we feel the weight of the world on our shoulders. But here's the thing, even in those moments, we have a community of people around us, a family we have grown with who understand the joys and the challenges of this profession, and they lift you up when you need it the most or when it's least expected. The relationships we have created with each other make us stronger. Now let me put this to the test. If you have ever taught someone in this room, can you stand up? If someone in this room taught you, can you stand up? If you have ever mentored someone in this room, please stand up. If someone in this room mentored you, please stand up. And last but not least, if a teacher anywhere in your life made an impact on you, please stand up. Man, look around you. Isn't God good? Thank you. You could sit down. This is the true culture of BISD. When I talk about BISD, that moment right there is what I'm talking about. That is what stands out. We are just cultivating a culture in our schools, and we truly do love each other, and we love to be here. So thank you for your hard work and your dedication, and most importantly, your passion. Whether you entered this profession to spark change, to give back, or to inspire, or to just be a role model you once needed, I want you to hold on to that reason. Let it ground you when the days are hard, and let it fill you when the work is heavy, because this work matters and you matter. God bless, and go Bport!
Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Brazosport High School, for your tremendous support of her. It is now my pleasure to introduce our final featured speaker, who is a 2025 graduate of Brazosport High School, Angel Pena. Angel. Angel was in the top 5% of his graduation class and earned an associate's degree before his high school diploma from Brazosport College. He was the student body president and really excelled in the Business Professionals of America student organization sponsored by Amanda Thede. He was the state vice president of VPA, and he spoke in Washington, D.C. as a representative of our local LULAC. He will be attending the University of Texas in the fall. There are many more accolades I could share with you about Angel, but I asked him to speak because he is a wonderful example of why we do this work that we do as public educators. See, over the years, Angel has experienced homelessness, food insecurities, loss of family members, and he attributes the current success, and he's been with us since kindergarten. Every step of the way he's been with us. And he attributes much of his current successes to the BISD staff and campuses that he attended. Angel, thank you for being here this morning.
Well, good morning, BISD. How are we doing today? Good. Well, my name is Angel Pena, and I am a proud recent graduate of Brazosport High School. Go Exporters! It's truly an honor to be here today, to stand where I once sat as a dual credit student here at Brazosport College. Now returning not just to speak, but to share my story with you all. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Why is a recent high school graduate speaking to a room full of educators? And that's fair. But for those of you who know me, you understand why. You know my story, and you know why I feel so deeply called to share it with anyone who listens. You see, my main purpose today is to share a message, one that I hope reaches just one heart in this room. Because sometimes that's all it takes. One moment, one sentence, and one soul who chooses to look a broken kid in the eyes and say, I believe in you. Because that is how I got here today. When I was 14 years old, my world flipped upside down. My parents separated and we couldn't afford our home anymore. We were forced to move into my grandmother's overcrowded house. I didn't have my own room. I didn't have privacy. And over time, I felt like I didn't even have an identity. I walked the halls of high school, carrying a weight no teenager should ever have to carry. I felt lost and I felt broken. But then something happened. Someone, an educator, saw me. They saw past the silence and the pain, and they dared me to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, to take a step, even when I was afraid, and that one nudge changed my life forever. I joined many clubs. I felt small at the time, but stepping into those rooms was one of the scariest things I had ever done. I didn't know it then, but those uncomfortable choices became my greatest motivation for change. Specifically, I joined Business Professionals of America, also known as BPA. I didn't know much about it at the time. I just knew that I wanted to belong somewhere. I wanted to grow, and I wanted to matter. BPA became more than just another extracurricular. It became a sanctuary, a place where my voice slowly got louder, where I began to realize I didn't just exist, I had something to offer to the world. But the truth is, even in that safe space, I felt that struggle. I walked into officer meetings with trembling hands and a pit in my stomach. I saw my peers speak confidently, carry themselves with power, and I felt unqualified in comparison. I battled imposter syndrome every day, constantly asking myself, do I belong here? And then the unthinkable happened. In the middle of my first term as a state officer, I lost my grandmother, my anchor, to stage 4 brain cancer. Grief swallowed me whole, and I began to question everything: my role, my purpose, and my future. I was broken, once again, but through that pain, through that silence, something began to shift. I started to look around and notice the people who stood by me, the educators who believed in me before I could ever believe in myself. And those who didn't just teach subjects, they taught hope. They saw me not as a statistic, but as a leader in the making. And slowly, I began to see it too. It was in that moment that I realized that my passion for true leadership wasn't about titles or achievements. It wasn't about managing people or making history, but it was about serving others. It was about working tirelessly, not for applause, but to help others reach their dreams, even when it meant putting mine last. Because that's what servant leadership is about, and I promise my constituents to keep leading with that kind of heart. That's what it means to put mission first, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. My BPA journey wasn't about checking boxes. It was about survival. It was about healing. And it was about finding my voice and learning how to use it to be a voice for the voiceless. And now, by the grace of God, I have the incredible honor of serving over 60,000 members across the world as the National Executive Secondary Treasurer of Business Professionals of America. And although that's a great honor in itself, that title doesn't define me. What defines me is the broken kid who once sat in a classroom, praying someone would notice, What defines me is the young leader who still carries scars but chooses to serve anyway. What defines me is the heart I bring to every room I walk into, especially the rooms filled with students who are quietly waiting for someone to believe in them. Because no one succeeds alone. Team always reminds us that support systems matter, that teachers, staff, families, and even classmates can be the lifeline that keeps the student going. I know that firsthand. If there is one thing I want you to take away from my story today, it's this. You as educators hold power, real power, not the kind that comes from a podium, but the kind that shapes generations. Your words matter, your presence matters, and the way you make your students feel matters most. As Dr. Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. You never know when you're becoming someone's lifeline. You never know when your simple, "I'm proud of you," becomes the spark that lights a fire within a child's soul. That's how we build a future-ready generation, not just by teaching content, but by cultivating character, by planting seeds of hope in the hearts of those who may not see their own future yet. I am living proof of that. So as you begin another school year, I challenge you, don't just teach, see your students. Don't just discipline, understand them. And when you meet the broken ones, the quiet ones, the angry ones, the tired ones, look them in the eyes and say, I believe in you. Because that sentence saved my life. And maybe, just maybe, it will save another. Mission first, team always, future ready. Let this mantra guide your steps as you educate the next generation of leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, Angel. Now we would like to invite our BISD speakers and band to the front, and they're going to lead us. I just want to end by saying thank you again. God bless you. It's going to be a great year.
How many of you were moved by what Angel had to tell us? Let me hear a big cheer. You know, Angel brought home mission first, did he not? The mission of Brazosport ISD is to graduate each student to be future ready. Each student, and we saw today what that can look like when a kid who has been ignored or feels like he's disappeared is found by a teacher and his life is turned around. When we instill that in our students, there ain't no mountain high enough, there ain't no valley low enough, there ain't no river wide enough to keep us from reaching our dreams. everybody. The mission must be our focus, but we are a team what? Always. So here's how we're going to do this. I want to hear back from you. When I say team, you're going to say always. Y'all hear that? Team? Always. What? Team? Always. I can't hear you. Team? Always. Team? Always. Team? Always. Team? Always. And we are all now going to get ready to get on our feet. Some of you have. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have you sit down first, because we're going to call out your campus. And when you hear the name of your campus, be loud and proud. Are we ready? Hit it, Destiny. On your feet. On your feet. On your feet. Stay up once you're up. All twisters, are you in the house? On your feet.
Roberts Rockets, on your feet.
On your feet. Cougars, on your feet.
Brasco Rockets, on your feet. Lighthouse Beacons, on your feet.